Told you that you could start a business and make a living with a simple tool like this, which may cost you $2 or $3, and a reel of wire. This is gold wire, which you could purchase for $14.95 for 100 feet. Those are the two tools you would need to start your business. These pliers, simple pair like this, needle nose pliers, and a reel of wire. You would not even have to start with the gold wire. You could use less expensive wire. And what you would be doing in this business is basically making jewelry. And I'm going to show you that in a moment. But I've never done this myself, but I had a friend who used to do this. I don't know what he does now. This was many years ago when I was 19 years old and 20 years old myself and operating a business on Venice Beach in California. And I met a guy out there who did this for a living. And when I asked him how he got started, he said that he had lost his job and he had children to take care of, and he had a girlfriend to take care of as well. And they lived together in Long Beach. And he said he was brainstorming, trying to come up with a way that he could make money. He happened to have a pair of needle nose pliers, and he had some wire around the house. Not gold wire, but some type of wire. And he just started bending and twisting it and realized that he could make jewelry with it. So he practiced until he got good. Then he went out to Venice Beach and started his business. If you don't know anything about Venice Beach, let's look at this video. Just going to give you a clue. And this same concept could be applied any place where there are a lot of people who congregate, especially if there is sort of a carnival type atmosphere. Okay, this is Venice Beach. This is Venice Beach. This is where he got started. And as you can see, there are a lot of entrepreneurs plying their wares. Let me turn that music down. There are a lot of entrepreneurs out on Venice Beach. Now, when I got started working my business on Venice Beach, there were not nearly as many merchants out there. In fact, these used to be apartments. All of these shops on the left, most of them used to be apartments that people rented. And you did not have all of these shops. Look at this. I mean, just anything you can think of, they've got it. Because smart entrepreneurs have realized that there is money to be made in places like this. So a lot of artists come out there, they do tattoos, they do artwork, all types of things. Okay? And as long as they're doing artwork, they're allowed to be out there. They don't have to pay any rent, and basically it's all cash. And a lot of people make a living just working on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday, and anytime there are holidays. Many of the merchants do come out every day. Okay? And I'm making this video in order to motivate you and let you know, and let you see, open your eyes and see the opportunities that are all around you. Think like an entrepreneur. So funny that so many people will actually go out to a place like Venice Beach. They'll walk up and down the boardwalk, see all of these entrepreneurs making a decent living, working for themselves, and it will never occur to them, I can do that too. Now, I know that a lot of people do get inspired by seeing that, because back in the day when I was one of the few businesses that were out there, a lot of people approached me and asked me for advice and information because they wanted to start some type of business. They wanted to know how much money I was making, etc., etc. Now, actually, I started off working for someone else. I started off working for someone else, basically selling hot pretzels. Okay, and I ended up starting my own business, and I'm going to tell you how I did that. The way I started my business, because I did not have a lot of money at that time, is I approached someone else who was in the business, who had built a pretzel stand with his own hands. In order to purchase one or have one built, it would cost about $1,000. I did not have $1,000. So I approached this person and I asked him if he would sell his cart to me, if he would be interested in selling it to me. Now, I had the audacity to even ask such a question because when I approached him, he was actually making money with his stand. So you would think, why would he want to sell it if he's using it? It's not like it's in his garage not being used. He's using his stand making money. Why would he sell it? But see, if you're a forward thinker, if you're an entrepreneur, you have the audacity to ask such questions. You have the audacity to believe in anything, because all I knew is I wanted to start a pretzel business. I did not have $1,000 to buy a stand or have one built. And hey, what does it hurt to ask? Well, guess what? He had never thought about selling it. He wasn't interested in selling it because he also had another business where he basically sold ice cream. He drove a truck, and he thought about it, and he said he would be interested in selling it to me for $750, which I did not have. So what we ended up doing is coming to an agreement. Now, I'm 19 years old at this time. I came up with a proposal for him where I would purchase his stand for his price of $750. I did not negotiate a lower price. But I told him that I could not pay him up front, but I would make payments on his pretzel stand in the amount of $75 per week, which was basically $300 per month. So it would be paid off within, a little more than 3 months. I'm sorry, a little more than 2 months. It would be paid off. And I asked for a moratorium on the payments where I would not have to make the first payment for 30 days. That means I would have 4 weeks to use the stand and make money before I even had to make the first payment. And he would give me the stand with no money out of my pocket, none whatsoever. And all I would give him is a promise to pay, a written contract, and the pink slip to my car. Okay? And my car was valued probably at about, I don't know, maybe $1,500 at the most. It was a decent car, ran good. This was a long time ago. You have to keep that in mind. Everything would cost a lot more now. The value of everything would be a lot more now. Okay? Because that was back in the early, no, not the early, because I graduated high school in 70. Yeah, that would be around the late 70s, almost the 80s when this happened. But basically, I started my business, and within a matter of a month, I ended up with 6 pretzel stands, and I was no longer working the stand myself. I had other people working for me. Before long, I was also running a yogurt stand and a skate rental shop, and I was co-managing a restaurant all on Venice Beach. I was doing all of these things, and business was booming. But anyway, let's get back to the business I want to talk about, which is the business that you could do. But I want you to take a look at all of the different businesses you see out here and realize that wherever you live, if you live in some little small town, there might not be a whole lot of potential or opportunity for you to do what these people are doing, which is taking advantage of the opportunities that exist anytime you find a lot of people, especially when there is a carnival type atmosphere. Believe me, these people are making money. If they weren't, they wouldn't be out there. And they have made, and some of them, they've decided, this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. I'm going to make a living doing this. Okay? And whatever it is that they, and there's a lot of creative businesses you will see in a place like this. Now I'm going to show you how you can actually get started. For those of you who are interested, and whether you're interested or not, the main thing I want to do with this video is to motivate and inspire you. You don't have to do this, but just be motivated and inspired, because this guy, I've not seen this guy in many, 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 many years myself, but he was out there for years back in the day when I was out there, and he might still be doing it. I don't know. I mean, there's people that are out here that I remember from over 20 years ago. What I want to do, I was just going to bring the video up, but I'm going to show you how, if you're an entrepreneur, you would find out whatever information you need in order to get started in a business. Let's say that you had this idea, whether you got it from me or somebody else. You might say, well, how do I actually operate the business? There's a lot of questions you would have. How do I make jewelry with this needle nose pliers and gold wire? The answer to any question you might have can be found on the internet, and you can find a lot of it on YouTube. So what I would do is go to YouTube and type in something like this: making money with wire jewelry. I've already done this, so I know what's going to pop up. But that's what I would do. I type in something like making money with wire jewelry. Okay, let me turn this thing down. Let's have a little background music. Okay, making money with wire jewelry. And as you see, there are various websites where people are talking about making money with wire jewelry. Make $376.79 daily, easy. Now, you might think that these people are going to be selling you something. Some of them are. And here's the problem I have with people. Whenever someone is selling something, there is a negative something that just kicks in on people, and the word scam comes to mind. Whenever someone's selling something, people assume it's a scam, and they feel good about telling themselves that whenever someone is selling information, it is a scam. And that's just utterly ridiculous. What they are doing is selling experience. Like my friend who used to do, who might still do this, who used to do this, like I said, uh, how much money was he making? He was making over $1,000 a month, and I realize that's not a lot, but you have to remember this was back in the late '70s, and minimum wage was probably $2.50 an hour, and you could get a decent apartment for $200 or $300 a month. So he's making over 1,000. He wasn't making a lot, but he was making over 1,000. He was only charging $2. So you want to just look at it like this: he was charging $2 to make a name. Today they charge maybe $8, which means today he'd probably be making like $4,000 a month if he was doing it today, charging today's rates, $6 to $8 per jewelry piece. But anyway, let's go to one of these videos: how to make money, how to make money making simple wire name jewelry. I've already gone to this website, and I want to tell you, I'm going to show you something about
I'm
this.
Andy Turner. Welcome to my
First,
website.
let's watch a little bit of the video.
Voila Writing Secrets. My aim in the ebook is to teach you how to make Voila name necklaces and name pens. Now, you may have seen people wearing their name around their neck. So this ebook teaches you how to do that, and if you like, how to make money from it. And here's an example of what I make and what you can make. And you can see that.
Very simple.
I know my name's not Anna, but it's close. Here's that. So I've been selling my names for about 25 years now. I learned in Greece in 1985, and I've been selling them ever since, and it's been my main source of income. I started in the UK, and I sold in Israel, Greece, France, and now finally in Australia. So what's in my ebook? Well, I've just finished updating it, and now it's got 150 pages of...
Okay, so obviously he's selling an ebook teaching you how to make jewelry such as this. That's what that is in that picture. And here's another one. And he has written an ebook which he is selling to teach you the specifics of how to do what he does. And if you want to learn something, you can either do it the hard way or you can pay for the knowledge and experience of someone else. Okay, which would be the smart way. Okay, now let's go to his website. And I want to tell you something about that too. Because he is selling his ebook on a site called ClickBank. Okay? And he is selling his ebook for $49. Some of you may want to go to his website. Some of you may want to purchase his ebook. Now, one of the numerous things I do successfully to make a lot of money, because I have multiple streams of income, is I'm a ClickBank marketer myself. And what that means is that I can sell anything that is marketed through ClickBank. And I would probably earn about $25 if you were to click on his link and purchase his product. But I am not marketing this. And you can go directly to his website. I'm not even going to put up a link that would take you through my website to his website so that I could make money. Because I don't care. I have no intent to make money with this website. My only intent is to provide useful information. So if you were to buy his ebook, and I'm not recommending you do it or not do it, it's up to you. You could probably get all the information you need without buying this ebook if you just go through the internet and take your time and do your research. And I happen to know from my own observation and experience, seeing a number of people doing this, that it is legitimate. Okay? I have no dog in the fight, so what you do or don't do is totally up to you. I could very easily put up a link to a ClickBank link of my own so that I would make a profit if you were to buy his product. But I'm not going to do that because, frankly, I don't think a lot of you are going to do this anyway. And I made a decision a long time ago that I would do several things with this channel. One is I would stay completely anonymous. I would not promote any of my businesses, websites, books, or any of the other things that I do, okay, on this channel, because my only intent was to provide information that would uplift people and help them in various areas of life.